What's up, guys? It's Kaiju. Welcome back to another figure review. What's up, guys? It's your buddy Kaiju. Welcome back to another figure review. Please excuse that little bit of hyperness that I just had. I ate some cookie dough. Yeah, just plain old raw cookie dough. I know you ain't supposed to eat raw cookie dough, but it's so addictive, man. It's addictive. Sheesh. Call the cops on me if it's against the rules or something like that. Excuse me. Anyways, today we are reviewing the deluxe class Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Mudflap. Yes, sir, Mudflap. One of the funnier Autobot brethrens, alongside with his brother Autobot Skids, which I have done a figure review of this. And in my Autobot Skids review, I did not show the transformation of the figure, but transforming his brother is pretty much the same way, except with the exception of his legs, which I'll show Skids' legs right now, which is you just untag this, and bring this up. And then you knocked out your brother! I am his father. I'm sorry. Okay, enough of that. But then you have to like bend in his ankle and move this here all kind of ways to negotiate with it to get it into the slots that it's supposed to be in once it's being transformed. Anyways, enough with Skids. This is a Mudflap, whatchamacallit, review. Let's get a look at Mudflap and this one little thing. There we go. Let's get a look at Mudflap. And Mudflap has a whole lot of backpack. I wish they could have done something with that, because that is a whole lot of backpack. And in both of the brother figures, their Autobot logo is on the crotch. It's a weird place to have an Autobot logo, isn't it? Let's get a close up on him. His face is, he's got like that sad, droopy face. I think out of both of the brothers, I say he would be the funnier one. Let's get into the articulation of the figure. As on Autobots, Mudflap, the same effect goes with Skids. I showed where he could do this right here. You just pull this down, but this one here doesn't lock. You can get this going on. You can see his light is shaking, and well, anyway, get him to look pretty far down. Can't really get him looking upward. Get him looking left and get him looking right, and we do have some head pivot. Coming over to his arm, we have a 360 range of motion. He has a hinge on his shoulder, an upper bicep swivel, and double jointed elbows. Bends in a whole lot more than 90 degrees. And on his, what is this? This is right hand. Hang on. No, it'd be his left hand. On his left hand, if you pull down, see, okay, his finger is articulated, and if you pull down on this finger right here, it has his blaster, which I had the part to go in there, but sadly, my crazy tail, I misplaced it right before this review, and I have looked everywhere for it, and I don't see it offhand right as of now. But I do have it. This is actually one of the ones where I still have the blast. Get down to his legs. His legs come out that far. He can kick up this much. Double jointed knees. Bends in a whole lot more than 90 degrees. His foot can go down, up, swivel side to side, and he does have ankle pivot. And he has a really good ankle pivot, mostly due to his transformation. Have his ankle like, oop, he fell backwards. Have his ankle like this. It's kind of like whenever he's like, ugh, I stepped in some stuff. Ugh. Okay. Well, that concludes his robot form. Why don't we transform this figure now? I will say this. Y'all might see me rage on this one because he is a difficult little bugger to transform. Anyways, with all Transformer figures, you're going to want to straighten out all these limbs. Straighten them all out. Get him straightened out. And then first thing you want to do, you want to flip this here piece upward. And you're going to want to grab under here and grab right here and untag that. And then you're going to want to take his doors and swing these all the way down. And a lot of these pieces are going to get in the way, so you'll just have to move them around. Just have the doors come down as so. Lift this up, and you're going to turn this entire piece like so. And then you're just going to take this part right here and you're just going to pull it outward. You're going to come right here and you're going to unpeg his head like that. And you're going to just take his head and go all the way back with it. And then you're going to come up here to this thing and you're going to unfold this. And then, guys, I'm sorry. I knocked you down. I'm sorry. I knocked you down. I knocked you down. That's not a good thing. I am not supposed to be hitting my viewers. Please don't sue me, guys. Whew. Knocked over. It's the first time in the review I've ever knocked down a camera. I ain't even going to edit that out. I'm going to leave it in there. Just to show how stupid I am. And then you're just going to take this here and you're going to bring it downward. And it's going to peg right here. That hole there is going to peg right there. Peg that down. Get his light facing the correct way. And then this piece right here, what you're going to want to do is come under here and push up on it. And there's a little tricky thing. Keep his doors facing downward. Get his feet out of your way. And then with his hands, you're going to want to have them come inward. Like so. Just fold them inward. And I recommend that you do your big hand first, just so you get the frustration of that out of the way. And then just take the smaller hand and tuck it in there. And we got that tucked away. And he's wanting to come apart. Now you just bring his doors upward as so. Make sure his side of mirror is in this little slot right there. And then you're just going to tag in the necessary places. There we go. See, okay, I'm going to show you right here. See how this is the mirror. You're going to want to make sure whenever you turn this that the mirror is in that little slot right there. And you're just going to, come on now. Tag in right there. And these little pieces right here on the front right here, you're just going to take these and tag them in as so. Come on now. There we go. This is the hard part. You know, you could just have him running like the Flintstone car. Enough playing around. Okay. So what you're going to want to do is take both of his feet, bend these inward, and face his toes facing toward his crotch. Bend it in and face toward the crotch. And then these pieces here, you're going to want to face down like this. And then just going to want to bend it at the knee as so. And then negotiate with the figure to peg in these parts. This is the hard part of this figure. I hate doing this. I feel like I'm gonna break. Well, that actually went in easier than normal. And we're gonna bend it here. Come on now. And tag in. Come on now. I am surprised. I did it. And here is his robot mode. If anybody knows what kind of vehicle this is, I know it's a Chevy because it has the little Chevy emblem right there. But what specific type of Chevy is this? Because I have never ever seen this car. Same thing with this here. If y'all know what it is, leave a comment, please. I would like to know. And I've always had trouble with the twin Transformers with their transformation modes because, as you see, because it's mainly because of this. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I mean, I've pegged all kind of different ways, and you see that there made it worse. It does not roll very good at all. None of the wheels touch the ground, which sucks. You can get donuts out of it, you know. Wee, 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 wee. The brothers are the funniest ones on Transformers. I'm just gonna lay him down. He don't want to stand. Are the funniest ones in my opinion. I like the part when the two twins and Seymour Simmons and then that other guy, while they was with them, Devastator built himself up and then he started sucking in everybody. Well, tried to suck in everybody. And this guy right here, man, it was funny. He grabbed a hold of something and then he started hitting the ground. He rolled on the ground because Devastator is like a humongous Transformer. He's bigger than he's a whole lot bigger than Optimus Prime, Megatron, all of them. I think he's one of the biggest Transformers. He was definitely bigger than the Fallen, which I will be doing a review on that. He was just a humongous Transformer. He is a Decepticon, if that hasn't been clear to anybody. But he was sucking up Mudflap. And Mudflap grabbed a hold of these concrete things. He's like, hold on, boy, you ain't getting me. You ain't getting me. Kung Fu grip, boy. Kung Fu grip. And then he got sucked up into the monster's mouth. And like right when Mudflap went into his mouth, he stopped sucking up all the stuff. And poor Skids here looked like he was finna cry. He was like, he's dead. He got so ate. He got all ate up. But then out of nowhere, Mudflap just starts shooting through Devastator's eye and said, you should have never eaten me. I'm gonna bust your face up. And they actually did bust up his face. And that was actually a very funny part in the movie. I really enjoyed the movie. Well, guys, this concludes the end of the review of the brothers. If you want any of the figures I have reviewed, you could get them at www.bigbadtoystore.com. Awesome customer service. Awesome selection on Transformers, masterpieces, all kinds of different companies that produce Transformers. Please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Till next time, guys. Later.